Hello again, everyone. As you can see, the mic wasn't working very well, or so I decided, and the headphones looked pretty goofy, so I decided to go back to my old style of recording. Being back on square one. Feels kind of nice. Anyway, that last video cut off a little abruptly, so as I had said on there before, I was going to talk a little bit about some of the different ideas which I had formed in the quest to find the optimal way to carry things specifically on my person. And the article that I'm going to delve into first is vests, because that's what I've been using for the last while, and it's been working fairly well. I really have few complaints. So the first vest that I'm going to start off with is actually not the one that I'm wearing, but the one that happens to be camouflaged on the back of my chair. This is my Port Authority vest. And believe it or not, this is where it all began as far as vests go. Now, as you're looking at this, you're probably thinking, this is a pretty warm vest. It's a fleece vest after all. Doesn't really seem like something that would lend itself to being used for the pockets. But this vest happens to have one pretty interesting feature that gives it a whole lot of appeal in the pocketage direction. There's only two pockets on this vest, one on each side, perfectly situated for your freezing little hands to fit into. But what you might not realize unless you open up the vest is that the pockets each go down from here all the way to up here, making plenty of room for lots and lots of near useless junk, and some useless junk, just for good measure. And when I got my hands on this vest, and I decided that it was fit for me to wear, I uncontrollably pulled out my Munro instinct and began stuffing the pockets with the contents aforementioned. That being a little bit of useless crap, but mostly semi-useless junk. Now, there isn't really much to say about the vest past that, because it pretty much ended there. It really was not a concept that went over well, surprisingly. And eventually I was coerced and begged and insisted to just take the vest off and resort to some more traditional style